Hi, my name is Olivia, and my speech will be on teen pregnancies, and I will introduce my audience. That's my stepdad, Dean. That's great grandma Lorraine. My fiance, Brandon. My sister, Marissa, and my mom, Nelda, and that's my son, Jaden. He's not very happy. Society blankets all teenage mothers with one easy format. They call them lazy and irresponsible, and that is very unfair, said Amy Brown, the sister of 4 teen mothers. The constant discrimination of teenage mothers results in a dramatic misunderstanding of how these young women are affected by their surroundings. It is true that teenage pregnancies has declined over the years, but it still doesn't change the fact that the U.S. has the highest teenage pregnancy rate than any other country. Despite declines in rates of teenage pregnancies in the United States, about 820,000 teens become pregnant each year. That means that 34% of teenagers become pregnant at least once before the age of 20. I have, this is a chart of the United States against all other countries from in 2009, showing that the U.S. ranks the highest per 1,000 between the ages of 15 and 19 years of age, ranking the highest than any other country in teenage pregnancies. The reason I bring up the rate of teens getting pregnant in the United States alone is that this is a great majority of people who are affected by a mass amount of people who stereotype them and discriminate them for having a child. Yes, there is no denying that some of these young mothers are not ready and don't take the initiative to take care of their young. There are young mothers who do work and who still go to school and who still wake up in the middle of the night to soothe or feed their child. It's unfair and wrong to classify them all to be the same based off of some statistics. What I'll be covering in this speech are complete facts on teenage pregnancies and the discrimination that is directed towards these teens, from posters, schools, and my own personal experience of being a teen mom. Let's start with the posters from New York City. The posters that are seen, such as the ones made by New York City's Human Resources Administration, raise more negative stereotypes and criticism towards teen moms than helping prevent the teen pregnancies. Katie Morales, the vice president of Planned Parenthood, says that hurting and shaming communities is not what's going to bring pregnancy rates down. I also have, as another visual, one of the posters. It's a little boy saying, he says, what does he say? I'm twice as likely not to graduate high school because you had me as a teen. This poster actually sparked a lot of stereotypes and a lot of negativity towards teen moms. And second, I want to talk about our schools and how these young mothers may be treated. In fact, last summer, the New York City Liberties Union, to up the cause of students' mothers, are receiving complaints from New York City public schools that school administrators criticize them for getting pregnant and discourage them from continuing or returning to regular school during pregnancy or even after the birth of their child. And for my third visual, it's just a picture of a graduating class, and I support that they should all go back to school because they deserve their education, and that everybody deserves education. There is an understanding why these young girls won't attend school because obviously a child has a lot of needs and requires a lot of attention, but this could be another reason why they won't go back to school. If there is no motivation, no support, and no help, why would they want to go back? Especially the situation of them being a single parent. No one wants to return to an environment where they are known as an embarrassment. Only one-third of teenage mothers complete high school and receive their diploma. By age 30, only 1.5% of women who had pregnancies as teenagers have a college degree. And last, the people who should be most supportive might not be. For most of these teen mothers, not only are they battling criticism in our country, they're most likely battling it within their own family. Gloria Malone, a teen mother herself, says, "Most people, even within my family, assumed I wouldn't amount to anything. It would be dependent on the government for the rest of my life." When I was 6 months pregnant, I was told that my grandmother had said that I would never return to school. Not only did I disagree with her, of course, but I told myself that I would not amount to her words and turn her negativity towards me into my own personal motivation to prove her wrong. In conclusion, these young women face many hardships for being a teenage mother when they shouldn't have to. Being a teen mom is already stressful and difficult enough on the mind, the body, and our emotions. No one should have to worry about getting dirty looks or worry about the low whispers that are directed towards them as they walk by. I'm personally tired of going somewhere and being put to shame about my child, and I'm sure anybody would feel the same way. Thanks for listening.